Hello everyone, myself Shubham Chattopadhyay. This particular video has been already uploaded in mixed Bengali and English interpretation. Now I am uploading this video further in full English interpretation. Before proceeding in class 11 syllabus, first I am trying to explain a very important topic of mathematics which has a very large use in physics. This is basically a mathematical tool named calculus. Calculus is originally called infinitesimal calculus or the calculus of infinitesimals. The word calculus is a Latin word. In physics, calculus is used to relate the changes of two physical quantities. There are two types of calculus. One is differential calculus and another is integral calculus. Today we will try to learn the differential calculus. Before starting, firstly we have to know three very much important topics: variables, constant and functions. Variables are that physical quantities which continuously changes or whose value is continuously changes. Constants are those kind of physical quantities whose values will not change, and functions are a medium to relate two variables. There are two types of variables, real and imaginary. Here I have given an example. Z equals to x plus iy is an example of imaginary variable. Here x and y are real variable and z is an imaginary variable and I is equals to root over of -1. Two variables are related with each other by a function. Say y is equals to fx. Here y and x are two variables. One is called dependent variable and another is called independent variable. When the change of a variable depends on another variable, then the first variable is called dependent variable and the second variable is called independent variable. Here y is a function of x. That means the change of variable y depends on the change of variable x. That is, here y is called the dependent variable and x is called the independent variable. If there exists only one value of y with respect to a particular value of x, then the function between x and y is called a single valued function. For example, y is equals to x plus 2. If we put x equals to 3, then y is equals to 5. So for a value of x, that is 3, we must get only one value of y, that is 5. Now in this function y square is equals to x, if we put x is equals to 9, then we get two values of y, one is plus 3 and another is minus 3. So this function y square is equals to x is a multi-valued function. Now another very important topic, slope. Slope is basically the ratio of the horizontal change to the vertical change. Here I have given the formula of slope of a curve and a straight line. Here 1 is a straight line and 2 is a curve. Now let's concentrate our main topic, differential calculus. Let x0 is increased to x0 plus del x. For this y0 has increased to y0 plus del y. as here y is a function of x. So tan theta or tan alpha, that is the slope, is del y by del x. Del y means the change of value in y axis, that is y0 plus del y minus y0, and del x means the change of values in x axis, that is x0 plus del x minus x0. As y is a function of x, so we can write f x0 instead of y0 and f x plus x0 plus del x instead of y0 plus del y. So this gives f x0 plus del x minus f x0 whole divided by del x. Now if del x tends to 0, del y del x is equals to dy dx is equals to f dash x. Here f dash x is called the derivative of y with respect to x, and dy dx is the change of y with respect to x. Now I have already used a term del x tends to 0. That means del x has a very small value near equal to 0 but not 0. Suppose del x is equals to 0.000001. In this case we must say that del x tends to 0. Here dy dx may also be represented by y bar, y1 or ddx of fx or dy. If del x tends to 0, then AC straight line will be a tangent of y is equals to fx curve at the point A. Now we will discuss the rules of differentiation of various functions. Like firstly, we will come to algebraic functions. ddx of x to the power n is equals to n x to the power n minus 1. ddx of a x to the power n is equals to a n x to the power n minus 1. Here a is a constant. ddx of a to the power x equals to a to the power x ln a. Here ln a stands for log a base e. Now logarithmic and exponential functions. ddx of log x base e is equals to 1 by x. ddx of log x base a is equals to 1 by x log e base a. ddx of e to the power x is equals to e to the power x, and ddx of e to the power ax is equals to a e to the power x. Here a is a constant. Now come to trigonometric functions. ddx of sin x is equals to cos x. ddx of cos x is equals to minus sin x. ddx of tan x is equals to sec square x. ddx of cot x is equals to minus cosec square x. ddx of sec x is equals to sec x into tan x. ddx of cosec x equals to minus cosec x into cot x. ddx of sin ax equals to a cos x. Here a is a constant, and ddx of cos ax is equals to minus a sin ax. Now inverse trigonometric functions. ddx of sin inverse x is equals to 1 by root over of 1 minus x square. Here mod x is always less than 1. ddx of cos inverse x equals to minus 1 by root over of 1 minus x square. Here mod x also less than 1. Now ddx of tan inverse x is equals to 1 by 1 plus x square. ddx of cot inverse x equals to minus 1 by 1 plus x square. ddx of sec inverse x is equals to 1 by x root over of x square minus 1. ddx of cosec inverse x is equals to minus 1 by x root over of x square minus 1. Here mod x is less than 1. This is all about today's session. In the next video, we will discuss about the basic properties of differentiation, which will be premiere in my YouTube channel on 7th May 7 p.m. onwards. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Thank you.